Welcome, curious minds. In today's video, we're diving into one of the most mind-bending, awe-inspiring phenomena in the universe, quantum entanglement. Trust me, after watching this, you'll never look at reality the same way again. This concept has been baffling scientists for decades, but today, we're going to make it easier to understand, and even more astonishing. Quantum entanglement is one of the key features of quantum physics, but what is it really? How can two particles separated by vast distances communicate instantly with one another? What does this tell us about the fabric of reality itself? Are we dealing with a world that's more mysterious and interconnected than we ever imagined? We'll answer all of these questions and more as we dive into the strange and fascinating world of quantum mechanics. But before we start unraveling these secrets, make sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you never miss out on more mind-blowing content like this. Let's get started. What is quantum entanglement? Quantum entanglement is one of the most mysterious aspects of quantum mechanics. At its core, it's the phenomenon where two particles become so deeply connected that their states are linked, no matter how far apart they are. This means that when you change the state of one particle, the other particle changes instantaneously, no matter the distance separating them. It's as though they're communicating faster than the speed of light. To understand this better, let's break it down with a simple analogy. Imagine you have two gloves. One is red and the other is blue. If you put them in two separate boxes and send them to two different parts of the world, you wouldn't know which glove is in which box. However, the moment you open one box, you instantly know the color of the other glove, even without opening it. Now, imagine that instead of just being two gloves, these are particles that are interacting at a quantum level faster than we can perceive. This is the essence of quantum entanglement. But the question is, how can this happen? How can two objects affect each other instantaneously, without any apparent form of communication? This is where it gets mind-blowing. The role of Einstein and spooky action. Quantum entanglement has a fascinating history, and it's one that brings us to one of the most famous names in physics, Albert Einstein. Although Einstein was one of the pioneers in the field of quantum mechanics, he didn't entirely agree with everything that quantum theory proposed. In fact, Einstein famously called quantum entanglement spooky action at a distance. He was deeply skeptical that particles could instantly affect each other across vast distances. Einstein's discomfort with quantum entanglement was grounded in his belief that for something to happen, there needed to be some form of communication. And this communication could only happen at a finite speed. Nothing should be able to exceed the speed of light. But his objections weren't enough to dismiss quantum entanglement. The phenomenon was later confirmed in experiments, and scientists like Niels Bohr and Erwin Schrödinger advanced the theory, showing that quantum entanglement was not only real, but also integral to the strange behavior of quantum particles. The experiment that changed everything, Bell's theorem. In the 1960s, physicist John Bell proposed a theory that would test whether quantum entanglement was truly real. This became known as Bell's theorem. Bell's theorem demonstrated that if quantum mechanics was correct, then particles could influence one another faster than light. This experiment would be the defining test of Einstein's skepticism. Several experiments, particularly by physicists Alain Aspect and his team in the 1980s, confirmed Bell's predictions. The results showed that the particles did indeed communicate faster than the speed of light, confirming that quantum entanglement was more than just a theoretical concept. But what does this mean for our understanding of the universe? Quantum entanglement and the fabric of reality. Quantum entanglement raises profound questions about the nature of reality itself. If particles can be connected across vast distances instantly, does this imply that everything in the universe is interconnected in ways that we can't see or understand? Some scientists believe that entanglement suggests that our universe is much more interconnected than it appears on the surface. This phenomenon challenges our classical understanding of space, time, and the separation of objects. It hints at the possibility that the universe might not be made up of independent, separate parts. Instead, everything might be deeply connected at a fundamental level. Entanglement might be pointing to a deeper layer of reality that we've only begun to explore. Could this mean that our consciousness is somehow linked to the fabric of the universe in ways that quantum mechanics might someday reveal? Could entanglement provide insight into how our thoughts, emotions, and experiences are connected to the greater cosmos? These are the questions that continue to drive both scientists and philosophers alike. Quantum entanglement and teleportation. One of the most fascinating possibilities raised by quantum entanglement is the potential for quantum teleportation. This idea might sound like something out of science fiction, but it's very much grounded in scientific research. Quantum teleportation is the concept that information about a particle's state can be transmitted instantaneously to another particle, regardless of the distance between them. This doesn't mean that the particle itself is physically teleported, but rather that the information about its quantum state is transferred. Scientists have already demonstrated this concept in laboratory experiments using photons, the particles of light. While quantum teleportation is still in its infancy and far from being used for teleporting objects or humans, it shows the potential of quantum entanglement for future technologies. The implications for communication, security, and even travel could be revolutionary. Quantum computers and the power of entanglement. Quantum entanglement doesn't just have theoretical implications. It's also the foundation for one of the most exciting technological advancements of our time: quantum computing. Quantum computers use the principles of quantum mechanics, including entanglement, to perform calculations far more efficiently than classical computers. While traditional computers store information in bits, which can be either a 1 or a 0, quantum computers use qubits, which can represent both 1 and 0 simultaneously, thanks to a quantum property known as superposition. When combined with entanglement, quantum computers can solve problems that would take classical computers millennia in a fraction of the time. This could revolutionize industries from healthcare to finance, and even to artificial intelligence. Quantum computing may be the key to solving some of humanity's most complex problems. The philosophical implications of quantum entanglement. Quantum entanglement is not just a scientific puzzle, it also raises profound philosophical questions. If particles can be instantaneously connected, does that mean everything in the universe is somehow interconnected? Are we all part of a larger, unseen network of information, communication, and energy? Some theories in philosophy and spirituality suggest that entanglement might be pointing to the idea of a universal consciousness or a collective mind that unites everything in existence. While this idea is still speculative, it invites us to reconsider our perception of reality. Are we truly isolated individuals, or are we part of a vast interconnected web of existence? What does this all mean for you? Now, after exploring quantum entanglement, what does it mean for you personally? Well, the power of quantum entanglement goes beyond just theoretical knowledge. It challenges us to think differently about our place in the universe. Understanding quantum mechanics and entanglement can help shift your perspective on life. It encourages a sense of interconnectedness and unity. It suggests that the boundaries between you and others may not be as solid as we once thought. In a world where we often feel disconnected, the mind-bending implications of quantum entanglement remind us that everything is, in some way, deeply linked. Moreover, the advances in technology driven by quantum mechanics will likely shape the future of human existence in unimaginable ways. From healthcare to communication, the power of quantum entanglement might one day help us solve challenges that we thought were insurmountable. So, can you handle the mind-blowing power of quantum entanglement? The truth is, this phenomenon is just the tip of the iceberg. Quantum mechanics continues to reveal new insights into the nature of reality, and with it comes the potential for a future that is far more interconnected and fascinating than we ever imagined. As we continue to explore the mysteries of the quantum world, remember, the universe is far stranger and more wondrous than we can ever truly comprehend. Quantum entanglement is just one of the many pieces of the puzzle, and it's changing our understanding of reality itself. If you're as fascinated by this subject as we are, don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell for more videos exploring the wonders of science, technology, and the mysteries of existence. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next mind-blowing adventure.